Good day to you peeps, Liesl here once more, and today I'm coming to us to basically run through the next stage completed of our 2-string diddley bow or chugger community project, fondly known as the green machine. So enough from me and straight in. It's very hot here today. Yeah, I've got my cup of tea so I'll be alright. But yeah, straight in anyway. Cheers. So last time we were preparing to basically paint the neck, add the fingerboard, which we coloured with our homemade colour stains. And I was in a bit of a quandary how we were going to go about this, because obviously if we filed the sides first then it wouldn't sit very flat on the bench. So I decided to basically just paint the lot, go with it, then I'll file the edges and then just basically do a couple more coats of paint. If you've got any better ways of doing this, do tell me, because it's a bit long-winded. But here we are. It's took me a couple of days because I've painted this using enamel, and if I do get a bit closer, we're going to lose it while everything falls apart. Anyway, we'll see where we go. So I think about there. There you go. So here it is. So I used enamel paint, which is like that model paint, I would call it, that comes in little tiny cans like that, because I do find that you get a nice result on wood. What I would always say, and what I always do if I'm painting any wood, is to paint it with primer first. And you can see I've left a bit underneath so you can see where I did a couple of coats. Of primer. This way to show you really, and left those both to dry for quite some time. So I left that for 24 hours, because enamel's funny stuff. It seems to stay quite tacky, like not on the surface but underneath for quite a long time, and I can tell this is still a bit tacky. It's been 24 hours drying and we've had, I think, 3 coats of enamel on here. And so there it is. I decided to stick the fingerboard on straight away, so then we can just like go to town with whatever we want, filing it, shaping it. This is the first time I've painted one, so yeah, I'm kind of busking it as usual really. But yeah, there it is, and I'm quite pleased myself with the result on the fingerboard. That's just tea and turmeric, yeah, and thyme. Tea, turmeric and thyme. I left that a few days so that it could absorb into the wood quite nicely. Just sanded it a couple of times and gave it a very thin layer of olive oil infused with lemon. Yeah, and I think you'll agree. I will wax that at the end with a little bit of beeswax. But I think you'll agree that's quite a nice result, and I think it does go quite well with the green neck. Yeah, so not really much to say on this one, just a very brief video, but I will put these into a playlist, I think. Yeah, so that we've got the whole build there, a nice flashy box inside. Now, as mentioned before, the neck on this is actually slightly, I don't think you can really see, but it's about literally a millimetre or half a millimetre too thick, so we'll have to go in, and I'm just going to file that down by about half a mil. I didn't want to do that straight away because I wanted to show you where it had been painted and primed and stuff like that. That's going to insert and butt up against the edge of the lid, so we'll have that in there and it will be bolted in. I'm probably going to add a couple of little supports at the side of the neck just to keep it nice and steady, nice and strong. There's this black furry stuff on the back, but I found that's almost impossible to remove in previous times. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that on there. It won't make any difference to the sound. We're going to fit a large piezo. So next up we'll be dressing the box. I will do the sound holes. The hole for the jack plug, which will probably go on the front of this one, because I do intend that hopefully we can still open the lid and you can see what's inside, and it's just a bit of a nice little touch. So yeah, it's a bit tricky to show you the whole lot because the lid doesn't really sit flat at the moment. But yeah, ever so briefly anyway. We'll have something like this, which I think is going to look quite stylish. Obviously, we'll do the holes for the 2 tuning pegs right there. Da-da-da. Yeah, I'm going to use a hinge for the saddle, so that will go on the lid with this one, and I'll show you how we're going to go about that also. Yeah, a little 2-hole hinge, which I do have knocking around in the guitar bits box. So yeah, that'll be that. Then yeah, just to add the nut and the bridge, and hopefully we'll have a nice 2-stringer. Like I say, I've not built many of those. I've had 1 or 2 that had neck failures, yeah, basically, so they didn't go too well. But I'm hoping this one's going to be a winner, because we have taken our time a bit more with this one. It's quite strong and robust, I would say, and all things green. Yes, indeed. So there it is, peeps. That's it really. I thought it was a good stage to kind of stop and run through the next part of the build before I start drilling everything, filing it, sanding it and putting it back together. And so there it is. So as always, if you have made it to the end of this video, I thank you ever so much, and thank you for stopping by. I just want to extend a very warm welcome to all of our latest subscribers, and the beautiful comments and the wonderful comments that you made on the last video. I'm ever so grateful. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for joining our merry band. Welcome aboard and all that sort of thing. And that really leaves only for me to say, wherever you are, do stay safe. Whatever you're doing, do stay blessed. And whatever life brings, keep building. Okay then, peeps. Until next time, bye for now. Bye.